Okay, now I would like to request our coordinator ma'am, sorry, our indicator ma'am to bring all the dignitaries on a dais. Come on stage. I request Mrs. Preeti ma'am to come on stage. Now I would like to request our science educator, Mrs. Meera ma'am, to welcome our primary coordinator, Mr. Devekar sir, by offering a book as a token of love. Our program in charge, Mrs. Mahajan ma'am. Head of Marathi department, Mr. Gowde sir. In charge of SST department, Mrs. Preeti ma'am. Now I request Mrs. Mahajan ma'am to welcome Meera ma'am with a book. Now I request my colleague Mrs. Tanuja ma'am to please proceed further with answer.
Thank you, sir. I'm here to explain why we celebrate the National Science Day. Various Indian scientists got a global recognition due to their work. Sir, Chandrasekhar Venkatesh Raman is one of these noblemen. He invented the Raman effect, which studies the scattering of light in solid, liquid and gaseous. For his invention, he received the Nobel Prize for the Physics in 1930. Therefore, the Government of India dedicated 28th February as a National Science Day from 1999. Now I request all the dignitaries to have a seat in front of the stage. Thank you everyone. Now, our student Aryan will explain what is actually the Raman effect by performing the experiment.
So hello, my name is Aryan Natharan. I am studying in class 9. The objective of my experiment is to understand the concept behind the intelligence. So first I will explain you what do you mean by intelligence. In short and easy language, intelligence refers to the scattering of beam of light after hitting to any particle such as collide particles. So without wasting time, let's start our experiment. So here I have three beakers, named beaker A, beaker B and beaker C. Beaker A contains normal tap water. Beaker B contains the solution of salt plus water. And beaker B contains solution of milk plus water. So let's start our experiment with beaker A. Here I have a laser light. When we shine this laser light through the beaker A, we are not able to see the beam of light passing through the solution. But on the side face, we can see the point of light. Now let's see what happens with beaker B. After repeating same with beaker B, here also we get the same result. We are not able to see the beam of light, but on the side way we get a small dot. Now finally, let's see what happens in this colloidal solution. After passing the beam of light through this colloidal solution, we are easily able to see the beam of light with our naked eye. So, do you wonder what happens to this in the beaker A and beaker B? Let's find the answer behind this. In beaker A, the particles of this liquid are very small, so they don't have any effect on the beam of light. In beaker B, we have a homogeneous solution of salt plus water in one phase. So, it behaves same like beaker A. So, we get the same result in this also. But, there is something changed in this beaker C. Beaker C contains colloidal solution. Colloidal solution don't let the beam of light to pass through it directly. The beam of light gets collides with the particle of the colloidal solution, and thus the phenomenon named scattering of light takes place, which results in the beam of light which we can see in this beaker C. So here our experiment is completed. The conclusion of experiment is that the Tyndall effect, means the scattering of light by hitting the colloidal particle, just take place in colloids, and the true solution don't have the Tyndall effect. Thank you.
Thank you, Aryan. Every year, India celebrates this day to widely spread a message about science used in day-to-day life. As well as each year they have a specific theme for the National Science Day. Now I request Meera Madam to explain the theme of National Science Day of 22-23.
Hello, good afternoon everybody. Today we have assembled over here for the national, to celebrate the National Science Day. And this year's 2023, this year's theme is Global Science for Global Well-being. Means we should not make a misuse of science. Science is everywhere. Since morning till go to bed, we can see science everywhere. But that science should be utilized for the well-being, right? So we have theme. Yes, science brings solution to our everyday problems and provide answers to the greatest mysteries of the universe with logic. Science is one of the most important and easy channel of knowledge, which everyone needs to learn at basic level. We can thanks to scientists to find a new approach to problems and science brings solutions to our everyday problems and provides answers to the greatest mysteries of the universe with logic. Science is one of the most important and easy channel of knowledge which everyone needs to learn at basic level. A country can evolve thanks to scientists who find a new approach to problems and prove new scientific laws and solutions. National Science Day is observed on 20th February each year in India to honor the respected and admired physicist Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman's contribution in today's modern science. National Science Day commemorates the discovery of the Raman effect, which was founded by none other than Sir C.V. Raman, for which he was given and titled with the Nobel Prize in Physics. Every year on this particular day, the Government of India congratulates scientists from various fields for their contribution to science in the development of the nation. This year's theme of National Science Day was announced by our Union Minister Dr. Jatinder Singh for 2023, titled as Global Science for Global Well-being, which indicates India's emerging global role and rising visibility in the international area, especially in the field of science and space. Modern India focuses on the outcome-oriented global collaboration that intends to address the present-day global challenges. The nation has acquired global visibility in other countries, including our own country, under Prime Minister Modi. The minister said celebrating new global good is the way forward for India to become global. The minister also informed that the theme Global Science for Global Well-being has been chosen for the purpose of raising public appreciation of scientific issues in global context, which is having a bearing on global well-being. The Global Well-being Initiative aim is to expand the process, idea and measurement of well-being with a global inclusive perspective to better understand how to promote well-being for all around the globe. Global well-being is built upon existing research on well-being, which was one of the centric perspective of Western, which is ability to assess and initiate things independently. With the people of the globe, by including every part of the world and forming a global nation in the field of science, global science is one step close to the global unity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So it was a useful information about a global science for a global well-being. Definitely we will all be more careful in the future. Once again, thank you, ma'am. Now I request all the teachers to please stand in attention for an oath. I request Mrs. Rika ma'am to please proceed first. So be ready for pledge, everyone.
As a teacher,
I will help students
I will help students
to understand
to understand
science by experiments and activities.
by experiments and activities.
I will not blindly believe
I will not blindly
superstitions.
superstitions.
I will make
scientific attitude
as a habit.
as a habit.
I will protect
I will protect
environmental balance.
environmental balance.
I will share
My
gained scientific knowledge
daily scientific knowledge
to my country's people.
to my country's people.
I will do
I will do
hard work
to
bring our country
bring our country
in first place
in first place
in
the field of
science and technology
science and technology
all over the world.
all over the world.
Now, I would like to request Mrs. Bhakti Madam to express her views on the National Science Day.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my views on National Science Day. And ideally, I have nothing to do with science, but I will stick to what I can do best, which is sharing my views about how can we inculcate scientific interest and interest for the science subject in students. Right? Just now we have taken a pledge that as a teacher, what we will do to make sure that we are having that scientific approach ourselves and how can we pass it over to the students. Additional to that, I feel they have already covered most of the points in the pledge, but I feel that we need to do two more things. One is taking the science beyond the classroom and beyond the textbook, right? I feel one of the major reasons why people or students feel that it's very boring and it's technical is because there are a lot of technical concepts, there are a lot of terms which are difficult to learn and we don't use it in our day-to-day languages, right? That is why it seems like we are learning something alien and something completely different. But if we tell them that how science is part of our everyday life, right? I had read tried reading, not completed, tried reading a book. It's a Marathi book called Swaypagharatil Vigyan, right? So there is a science in the kitchen, there is a science while we walk every day, there is a science when we drive a car, there is a science when if we are having a fever, then we check how much is the fever, we take medicine. So it's a very much part and parcel of our life. It's just that we are not able to see that this is a science, right? If we are able to point that out to our students, I feel it's a little more interesting for them rather than just learning the concepts and by having the answers. I feel if they try to understand that this is how the science is part of my life, that will be the good achievement on a part of our teachers. The second thing I feel we should definitely do is, and today we don't have students, but I would definitely encourage, and it's my request to consider this suggestion next year if we have students for the Science Day, is introducing students to the new scientists. If we ask students now, name 5 Indian scientists, at the latest names that they will take would be APJ Abdul Kalam or maybe Jayant Narayakar, right? We don't know anyone beyond that. I personally didn't know. When I started reading about it, that's when I came to know some new names. There is a list, if you Google, there is a list of 11 to 12 young scientists who are of 20, 21 years of age. There is a whole list of grocery, alphabetically there are names of Indian scientists. So there are and then here and there you come to see the articles about women scientists or about the scientists who are Maharashtrians, right? So there are so many people who are working in the field and who are doing equally great job, but we don't know the names. We are just caught in the history and we only know the names like Dr. Bose or Dr. C.V. Raman or these big names, and of course they are great. But now what? We need to move forward and we need to see the current role models and we need to create them for students. So we need to talk about people. When I was reading about it, I found out that there is a girl called Prajakta Joshi. She must be of our age. She is a biochemist who is working in the field. Her research area is the deterioration that happens or the biochemical changes that happens in the body which lead to the disease Alzheimer. And she is doing research on that, and not just that, for her research she was, her name had came in the Forbes most influential 30 list around the world. So this is a girl from India, from Maharashtra, but we don't, at least I haven't heard about her. There is someone called D. Sivanand who is working on the system of predicting the monsoons more accurately. The people in the space research, K. Radhakrishnan who worked on Mangalyaan, S. Somnath who worked on Chandrayaan, we don't know these people, and I feel that we need to go beyond some popular names in the history of science and put forward these newcomers and new scientists who students will feel more relatable to, and we need to tell them that it almost feels like it has stopped there. The Indian scientist has stopped in 2000, and beyond that we don't have anyone. But there are people who continue to contribute to a great extent. So I feel we need to introduce these names to the students so that they feel inspired and they take up the science. Another thing I feel is that research is a vast field in the science, and there is a great need also of these people. Now the name I took, the first name Prajakta Joshi. She has done her MSc in biochemistry from Pune University, and then she has gone abroad for do her PhD. She have not done engineering, she have not done medical. From doing basic MSc, PhD in the pure sciences like physics, chemistry, biology, you can do excellent in research, and research has a great opportunities, great money, great name, all of the things. When we think of science, we only think of careers as doctor and engineering or pharmacist at the max, that's it. But the research has a great opportunities, and you can do good for not just your country, not just for yourself, but for a humankind if you get into a research. So I think that's the another thing that we need to do, is we need to introduce students to the other areas, other career opportunities from the science field. So I think if we are able to do a couple of these things, we will be actually celebrating the National Science Day. So that's it from now. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for giving such a great information. Now, let's have a fun by playing some games. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now everyone is having the sheet in their hand? Yes? Okay. Don't worry, we are not going to ask you anything related to that sheet. So don't worry, be calm. So now I'll ask Dhruva ma'am to pick up one sheet from that, and she will remove one of the element, and that element has to come ahead. Okay?
What is full form of ATM?
What is the full form of ATM?
Yes, anyone?
Gravity was discovered by which? Answer is Newton. Yes, very good.
Which Indian city is known as a pink city? Jaipur.
How many bones are there in human body? No, please no. No, Sanjeev madam. Yes, very good.
The question is, what is a house made of snow?
Correct. Wonderful. You have got the correct answer. What is the affiliation number of our school? Affiliation number. Yes, correct. Very good.
Name the bird that lays the largest egg. Ostrich.
Name sub-directions. Sub-directions are northeast, southwest, southeast, and northeast.
Very
all have enjoyed. So let's go back to our quiz game. Okay, so now I request Dr. Gaurav sir to come ahead to take an interesting activity for all the teachers.
Okay, am I audible? Yeah, before taking the physical activity, I would like to speak few words related to the National Science Day. As our integrator madam Meera ma'am told you, the theme. The theme was Global Science for Global Well-being, right, Meera madam? Yeah. And Bhakti madam also told us something about the research projects or the research works. I would like to tell you that yesterday the photo that I had posted on the group that had no caption, but I would like to tell you that photo was related to the research paper that I had published, international research paper. So it was related to that. So thanks for that. And yes, Bhakti madam told that was right. We don't know the people who have done a lot of research work in their first year, since their first year. In Ratnagiri district, there are many such students that have done a lot of research work, and it's an inspiration to all our teachers. Especially the research works are done by the teachers. Research papers have been published by the teachers. So I would like to make our teachers inspire, and I know we don't get time to do the research work, but still. Yeah, so I would like to tell all the teachers that take a time aside from the teaching career and do a research on your own so that you can publish your own research papers, and that would be published at the international and national level. The journals are there, many of the research journals are there in which you can even publish many research papers. And we have a very nice research team, as well as we have a nice integrator, Meera madam, who has got a very nice work on the biology. So that's all I wanted to tell regarding the research projects, because I had published 4 national research papers, national as well as international research papers. So now we'll go with the physical game. First I'll tell you what you have to do.
This is okay. And peace center. 2. In the second hand you will do 2. You have to close this 3 and you have to open 2 here, and here you have to do right. What you have to do? You have to do it very fast. See, this is nice. And this is the peace center. Right? You have to do it fast. Here you have to do 3, here you have to do 2. Here you have to do 3, here you have to do 2. Yeah, do it fast. 3, 2. Do it fast. Okay, now you are not able to do. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. डोळे बंद करा आणि हात तसेच ठेवा समोर. आता ट्राय करा. इकडे नाईस करा, इकडे 2 करा. And just focus on doing. Close this. Open this. Just focus. Just focus. You'll be able to do with the time being. Are you able to do? It will take time. Yeah, this is quite hard, but
Very fast.
okay, fine. Relax.
Good, sir.
Now close your put on the right here. Close your all the fingers. Now you will open your 2 fingers. Close. Nice. Close. 2. Close. Nice. Close. 2. Close. Nice. Close. This you can do it very fast. See, if you do it repeatedly, these are some of the tricks that makes your brain, your motor skills are developed due to this. Concentration, focus, it's a part of science. This was the activity, just try it at your home. I'll check it tomorrow and I'll say
Now, let's go back to the quiz game. Let's play a quiz game.
Can you tell one of the slogan which has been written on the staircase while going to the office?
11. मग राखीव सोडून टीम नाही. हाऊ मेनी प्लेयर्स आर देअर इन अ क्रिकेट टीम?
Name 4 states. Bitter, sweet, pungent, sour. Name the shape with 3 sides. Triangle.
Okay, thank you everyone. I hope again you have enjoyed this. Now let's move towards the last activity which will be conducted by Tejashree Madam.
Okay, good evening everyone. So now we have reached the last game, that is last brain game, and the name of the game is multicolor test. So, okay, may I have attention please? Okay, so you can see some words on screen which are written with different colors. Now you have to read each color loudly. Keep in mind, you have to speak name of the color, not word. You have to speak color in which that word is written. This is the only trick which can challenge your brain. For example, as you can see on the screen, we have to read blue. We have to not read, we have to read blue, then yellow, then green, and then red. So in this manner, I will show you one board. On that same board, some words are written. You have to read the color of that word, not that particular word. I hope that you have understand the game, and for this game also you will get 20 seconds to play.
Blue, yellow, green, red, brown, blue, orange, green, red, blue, yellow, green, orange, brown, blue, yellow, green, blue, red,
Okay,
green,
blue, yellow, green, red, brown, blue, pink, orange, green, red, blue, yellow, green, orange, pink, brown, blue, yellow, green.
Time up.
Blue, yellow, green, red, brown, blue, pink, orange, green, red, blue, yellow, green, orange, pink, brown, blue, green, yellow, green, blue, red. Okay, time up.
blue, brown, green, blue, red, yellow, blue, red, orange, yellow, green, pink, blue, pink, green, pink, red.
Okay, time up.
Red, brown, blue, pink, orange, green, red, blue, yellow, green, orange, pink, brown, blue.
Okay, time up.
Now let's understand how our brain works in this colored game. As we know, our brain has 2 hemispheres. One hemisphere is responsible for text recognition and another is responsible for color recognition. When we identify any color name along with its color, our 2 hemispheres starts to form connections which help us to increase concentration and attention shifting capability without any disturbance. So in this way, we can do multitask with any disturbance. I hope that you have enjoyed the game. Thank you.
There is always an end for every event, such as this auspicious event. We are glad that you have joined us today. Now, I request Ashwini Madam to express the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Madam. Good afternoon, one and all. It's my privilege to propose the vote
contribution of those who work hard to make this National Science Day work. On behalf of Rotary English Medium School, I would like to thank our principal, respected Bhumika Patel ma'am, our coordinators, respected Rahul sir, Devekar sir, and Kannada ma'am, our program in charge, Mrs. Mahajan ma'am, and I would like to thank my colleagues who made this event happy with their impressive performance. And finally, I thank you all to be present over here. With the permission of the dais, I declare the program is concluded. Thank you.